You should quit backpacking and start kayak camping right now. Let me give you some reasons to do so.
Gear up and get outside.
Actually, I'm gonna solicit my friends' opinions as well because we are currently on a kayak camping trip. We're doing a lot of bass fishing, catching some fish, caught a couple big rainbows too. It's been fantastic. There are some reasons that kayak camping, a new discovery for me, this is only my second trip, is so freaking awesome. What's up, guys?
What's up?
Reason number one, no heavy packs.
The obvious reason for me is that it's much easier on the body than actual backpacking, climbing mountain passes, going down steep, gravelly, scree-covered trails can be very physically demanding on your feet and on your entire body. If you want to take it easy but still have the adventure of going to a campsite and hanging out and with your friends, then it's a pretty cool option.
The physical challenge of backpacking is often what people go for, and I totally get that. And I enjoy that to an extent as well. But where a lot of backpacking is type 2 fun, kayak camping is almost all type 1 fun.
It's much more chill, relaxing, luxurious, and just different kind of a trip than backpacking.
You're just enjoying yourself the entire time. You don't get to camp with sore shoulders and a sore waist and just want to get off your feet and just go to bed. You don't feel that way when you're kayak camping. You get to camp and you're ready to hang out and party with your friends. Reason number two, fishing during travel. And that is one of the reasons that kayak camping is so awesome and something that you don't quite get with backpacking.
If I could go backpacking and fish at the same time, I would.
The activity while you're actually going on the river is fishing, which is obviously a ton of fun, and we have a great time.
Backpacking is about the journey. It's about being able to cover a lot of ground, see a lot of places and landscapes in one excursion, so to speak. And it's also really fun because of that. I love being able to camp at different spots each night, put everything I need on my back and cruise to the next place. Well, kayak camping, you get a similar journey. You can look around, enjoy the scenery. I had my binoculars out looking at birds, or if you're like us, you're gonna do a lot of fishing.
And then with the fishing too, you can go as crazy as you want, or you can not fish at all and just sit there and, laugh with your buddies.
That leads to reason number three, where less fatigue leads to a more relaxed camping experience.
I'm normally, when I'm backpacking, I'm kind of trying to push it. It's like, all right, let's get to camp. Let's start setting up. I'm hungry. And this one, it kind of felt weird to just sit back. And I kept on asking the guys, I was like, are we going fast enough right now? Or do we need to just get going? So it was cool to just kind of sit back and enjoy the sun. And it was cool to be on the water. Yeah.
When you've been backpacking all day, you're tired. You get to camp and you just want to put your feet up, throw your gear down, cook something fast, and go to bed. But when you're kayak camping, you're not that exhausted when you get there. At least if you're doing it in rivers like we are, where the current is doing a lot of the work. Now, if you're doing all lakes, you're gonna get a lot of upper body workout. I'm sure you can do a kayak camping trip where you're also getting a very serious physical challenge. But the way I've done it, these 2 times I have done it, it has been relaxing, it has been fun, and you get to camp and you're ready to hang out and chill with your buddies. You wouldn't haul this thing on a backpacking trip, but when you've got a little space like kayak camping or car camping, the Devos Light Ranger 2000 completely changes the game. With this, it finally clicked for me. Why are we all putting lights at eye level while camping? Put the light overhead and suddenly camping feels way more comfortable. The Light Ranger 2000 tripod extends up to 10 feet high, which lights up the whole campsite and keeps the light out of your eyes and bugs away from your face. You can adjust the brightness all the way up to a whopping 2,000 lumens. Love me some lumens. And switch between white, amber, and red light. I like the red light for stargazing because it preserves night vision, but it still lights up camp. The smartphone app is handy, but I'm glad you don't have to use it. I usually just use the buttons right on the light. And the best part, the battery lasts all weekend. Or add the solar panel and you can keep it going basically forever, no fuel or outlets needed. A big thank you to Devos Outdoor, new sponsor here on the channel, for supporting these trips, reviews, and videos. I started testing their product well before they became a sponsor, and I genuinely love it. I'll be using it all the time. Click the link below or use the code Outdoor Empire at checkout for a discount on the Light Ranger 2000. Reason number 4 is all about the gear, more comfortable gear.
If I could go backpacking with coolers, I would. If I could go backpacking and sleep on a cot at night, I would.
You can pack so much on these kayaks. We are probably close to maxed out on what they say the weight limit is, but I'm impressed at how much gear you can put on there. We brought not only our tents, but I also brought a nice big fat pillow. I brought a cot. I brought a bigger, more comfortable sleeping bag. We've got a cast iron skillet, camp chairs, insulated mugs. We've got everything you can imagine for both comfort and fun. It is really nice to not have to think about your base weight or your total pack weight or all the little things that go into it. You get to bring what you want. Reason number 5 has got to be the food. Steak and green beans, baby.
Excuse me, gentlemen. This is a $500 a plate dinner. Good night.
Oh, 500. Oh, okay. All right, no problem. Here, put us down for 4, in case we want seconds.
We also had bacon and eggs for breakfast.
And then obviously cooking bacon.
Yeah, we're not taking cast iron skillets and
No.
stoves and stuff like that on a backpacking trip.
Not as much as
We've got soda, beverages in a cooler on ice the whole time.
If I could go backpacking and drink a ton of soda at the same time, I would.
That is a bodacious collection of grapes.
You ever taken candy snap grapes on a backpacking trip? I doubt it. We even brought a separate cooler just with ice so we could refill our mugs as we refill them with water. Tonight we're having burritos with meat, beans, salsa, cheese, the whole bit. It's gonna be amazing. So you can really eat well when you're kayak camping. You don't have to worry about the weight of your food. And we're not even boiling any water. And we're actually packing all the water that we need with us just in 1 gallon jugs because we know this river we're on gets a lot of ag runoff and a lot of possible things that we don't even want to filter and put into our bodies. So we're just bringing water from home, and that is also awesome that we have the capacity to do that. Reason number 6 has got to be the unique camping locations that you can go to when you're out kayak camping.
I like kayak camping a lot because I feel like a lot of routes when you go backpacking are centered around water. Like you're hiking up to a lake, you're hiking to this river, you're hiking, to water spots. Whereas when you're kayak camping, you're on the water. The bulk of your trip and all the days just on the water, fishing, hanging out, you dipping your feet in, it's like a totally different way of being outside than walking around, which we do in our daily lives every day.
There's a lot of places along rivers that you just can't access over land, and that includes a lot of public land, especially where we're at in Idaho. A lot of times there's a lot of ranches, there's a lot of farms. Sometimes there are little slivers of public land in between the private land and the water, but you can't access that public land from a road. So being able to get to it and camp on it, like this parcel we're on right now, we're in a place that we couldn't get to easily from a road. And here we are just enjoying ourselves, having a good time, seeing a part of the world that we never would have otherwise seen. So am I saying you should quit backpacking? Absolutely not. I still love backpacking. You should still do it. But if you haven't tried kayak camping, you really ought to give it a whirl. There are a lot of places that will even rent you kayaks and things that you can use for a trip. I'm not suggesting you go out and do whitewater if that's not your thing. We're not on whitewater. We're on flat water. We're in fishing kayaks. They're pedal drive. They're very convenient. And I was so excited about this new camping experience for myself, and these guys are too, that we thought it might be fun to share that with you. A big thanks to John, Jack, Ethan, and Andrew for sharing their thoughts on this matter. Gear up and get outside.